Okay, so I think we can start it now. So in last session, which topic we have seen, guys? We seen the Nexus as well as Tomcat, right? Fine. So in today's session, we are going to see some other concept called wait. Okay, fine. So in today's class, I'm going to show you what is RBAC in Jenkins. Okay, so basically RBAC stand for role-based access control. So let me show you what exactly the RBAC is for. AWS sign in. First of all, let me install the Jenkins. It is a new laptop today. So I need to set up this Jenkins one more time for you. Give me a second. Arjun. So first of all, let me go and create a EC2 instance very quickly to install Jenkins. So then I can explain the concept in the meanwhile, okay? So I'm going to create new EC2 instance. Also, already I have one thing here. Okay, so let me use the same thing. So let's go to Mobaxterm and I'll be installing Jenkins here, okay? So you know our all scripts will be on GitHub, Raham Sheikh, all setups. So here, if I go and if I say I'll be having Jenkins, so I can run this now. So today you can go to the lab from morning to evening. Why? Because evening you don't have any class now. So you can go and you can practice the complete stuff. And one more thing is next class is going to be on Tuesday. Okay. So make sure like by Tuesday you have completed everything. Yep. Sudo -i vim jenkins dot sh. So let me run this in the background and I'll be opening the paint and I'll explain the concept. Sir, basically RBAC stands for role-based access control. Okay. The main essence of RBAC is to restrict the user. What is the main essence? For example, see, if I have the Jenkins dashboard, let's consider I'm having 3 jobs. So job number 1, job number 2, as well as I'll be having job number 3. So these 3 kinds of job I'm having. So in my organization, so I'm the Jenkins administrator. So I am Raham. So I'm the Jenkins administrator who can do the end-to-end activities in the Jenkins itself. So I can have the full kind of access. Right. Okay. I can have the full kind of access. Similarly, there is one more person called Vijay. So basically, Vijay is a fresher, or like let's take Ramesh or Suresh, like whatever the name you want. So I'm the Jenkins administrator. So I have some experience in real time. So I can do whatever the stuff I want. But tell me something here. This Ramesh is a fresher guy. Which guy? Sir, for a fresher, can I give the complete access in real time? No. If you do complete access, what exactly will happen? You know, he can misuse that complete access. For example, instead of working on job 1, let's say it is my job 1. Okay. And it will be my job 2. And it will be my job 3. So I'll be having 3 jobs. So instead of working on the jobs like this, like what exactly will happen? No, if he delete any of the job, it is going to be very, very disadvantaged for me. So in that case, in real time, what we can do, you know, we can restrict the user. What we can do? How exactly we can do restrict means with the help of a concept called RBAC. So the full form of RBAC stand for role-based access control. What is the full form? Role-based access control, full form. So now just observe this one. So instead of working with username and password, Generally, if I give username and password, any user can log in and any user can do anything. But this time I'm not going to do this mistake. I'll create the user. And for this user, for example, I'll create the user called Ramesh. For this Ramesh user, I'm going to create a role. What I'm going to create? For this role, I'm going to give some permissions. Okay. For this role, I'm going to give some. So after giving the permission, the role, whatever the role I have created, I'm going to assign the role to the Ramesh user. Assign role to Ramesh. This is how exactly will work. For example, after creating the user called Ramesh, in this role, I am going to give Ramesh can only see the console. Or I can give Ramesh can able to work only on job one. Or I can give Ramesh can able to click on build now only. So like this, I can be able to control the permissions of a user. So this we can achieve with the concept called RBAC. Which concept? Now tell me why we need to use RBAC? To restrict the user. Instead of giving full permission for a fresher or like any of the user, we are going to restrict the user. We are going to restrict the user. So is the theoretical wise concept clear for all of you? Online, can you please confirm from the theoretical point of view? Is the concept clear for all of you or not? If it is theoretically clear, we can go for the practical part here. So how exactly this we can implement and all? Okay, great, fine. It's like IAM role, right? Exactly, Shubhangi. So IAM is something like AWS, but a lot of people don't know what is AWS here. So I'm not gonna compare with AWS as of now, okay? But whatever you said, it is relevant to your AWS IAM concept. So here I'm going to install Jenkins now in a quick way. And coming to the notes, I'll go to the Google Classroom. See, here you can see. Okay. So RBAC stands for role-based access control. The main essence is to restrict the user permissioning. So here I'm going to create two users. Raham is the experienced one. This is the administrator. And I'm going to create a new user called Suresh. Who is Suresh here? Fresher. But what we have taken here? Ramesh. It doesn't matter what name you can take. Suresh or Ramesh or like Mahesh. It doesn't matter. Okay. All you need is one any of the user. Okay. So now what I'll be doing is, so I'm going to set up the Jenkins here. Guys, remember, I'll tell you one thing. So initially, whatever the user you are configuring here, he is called as administrator. Okay, initial user, whatever you are configuring here. So make sure this point, all of you. Save and continue. Okay. So these concepts, whatever the concept I'm going to teach you is going to be a little bit interesting now. So just try to focus what exactly is going to happen. So here, what exactly I'll be doing now is I'm going to create a job called job one. Okay, so here I can go for the continuous integration process. So let me go for continuous integration by taking the code. So if you go to GitHub, go for the DevOps Verham account. So here you can go for next Jenkins Java project or like take this URL. What I'll be doing now, I'll be going to clone this repository to my Jenkins, and here I'll click on Git, paste it. So already you know the continuous integration concept. So nothing to explain here newly. So invoke top level Maven targets. What I need to give here? Clean package. That's it. Okay. So this is the normal job. So you can click on build now, automatically you'll get the output. That's okay. But what exactly will happen, So in my company, we are hiring the new team members. Let's understand the scenario. So as a part of hiring, we have taken a user called Ramesh, or like let's make it as Suresh for your more clarity. Why? Because in the notes I have given Suresh itself. So without making you confused, I'm gonna give the name here Suresh for your even better clarity. Okay. So now we have a new user called Suresh. Who is Suresh here? Fresher. Okay. So now tell me one thing, for a user like Fresher, can I give the complete permission for my Jenkins? No, if I give complete permission for my Jenkins, what he will do, he'll delete the job. Once he delete the job, what will happen? My entire setup will be gone. So in real time, we are going to restrict the user. How exactly we can restrict means, okay, I'll show you now. But before that, here we need to understand how to create the user in Jenkins. It is very straightforward process. Go for manage Jenkins. In the manage Jenkins, you can see something called as users. Are you able to see this one, sir? Click on users. And next here, click on create user. So same process. So I'm going to create the user called Suresh. Okay. Username, password, everything I'm giving Suresh itself. So it is the step number 1 in RBAC. Okay. So the same step I have given on the Google Classroom also. Here, step number 1 is creating the user. How to create? Go to manage Jenkins, click on user, click on create user. So create the user called Suresh. Who is Suresh here? Fresher. Fine. So is the step number 1 clear for all of you? All in. Can you confirm is the step number 1 creating the user clear for all of you? Okay, fine. So in the step number 2, you are going to download a plugin. But before downloading the plugin, I'll show you. For example, see, it is my Jenkins dashboard. Na? Okay. So in the Jenkins dashboard, I'll be copying the public IP address. And here I'm going to give it to Lalita. I'll explain everything at the last. Okay. Don't worry as of now. So I'm going to open some separate browser. Don't open on the same browser. If you open on the same browser, your current session will be logged off. Again, I'm repeating this point. Try to check the permission of user number 2 in separate browser. If you do on the same browser, your current session will be logged off. So I'm taking here Microsoft Edge. So what is the username here? Suresh. Click on password also. Suresh. Sir, can he able to log in? Can he able to log in or not, sir? Yes, he is able to log in. Let me remove this off here. Okay. So now what Suresh is doing here, he can be able to delete the job. See, if I click on job 1, can he able to delete the project here? Sir, for example, if you delete the job, what will happen? See, I'll show you. Click on yes. Where is the job now? It got deleted. So now as an administrator, what I'll do tomorrow when I logged in, I'll go and see here. I want to work on this job, but where is the job here? Gone. So now the moye moye movement will happen now. Eh? So in this case, we cannot give the full access for any person in real time. Okay. How to avoid this kind of situation in real time means basically we can use RBAC here. Okay. That is the main purpose. So Lalita, listen here. You missed the initial part. So in real time, if you give the full access to any user, he can misuse the access and he can delete the jobs. For that purpose, we need to use RBAC. RBAC stands for role-based access control, which is to restrict the user permission in Jenkins. Initially, Raham is an experienced person. He can have full access. Why? Because he know about Jenkins. But for Suresh, he is a fresher. Whenever I create a user in the Jenkins with the name of Suresh, he can log into the Jenkins and he can do whatever he want. You seen it here or not, sir? So we are going to restrict the user. How we can do it means with the help of the plugins. So there is a plugin called RBAC. First of all, we are going to download the plugin into our Jenkins. Already you know how to download the plugin. Now go to your admin console. Don't work from the Suresh console. Okay, go to your admin console. So before that, let's create the job one more time. I'm gonna give the job name as job 1. Why? Because he removed the job now. So first of all, I need to immediately build my new job. Okay, or otherwise things will go very, very far. Click on build step, click on execute shell, or like you can go for Invoke top level maven target. Both will give the same output, guys. In the output session, you won't get any difference. Okay. So clean package. Fine. So now I have the job. So now what I'll do, so for the next time, for the user called Suresh, I'm not going to give the full permission. What I'm not going to give? So for that purpose, go to manage Jenkins. So download the plugin. I think all of you know how to download the plugin. So go for plugin section. Where is the plugin section? You can see in the top. In the plugin section, go for available plugin. So next year, you need to type RBAC. If you type RBAC, you can't find anything. Why? Because you need to type the full name called role base. So just even if you type only role, that will come. Only type role, it's fine. Click on this one. Click on install. So now if you go and see, the download part is success. Now go back to the top page. Here, that is the part I have written here. First of all, go to dashboard. In the dashboard, click on manage Jenkins. Go for plugins. In the plugin, go for available plugin. Which plugin you want to download? Role-based authorization strategy. Step number 2 is done. Now in step number 3, we need to configure the plugin. Sir, you download the plugin. So next you are going to configure the plugin. How to configure the plugin means it is very straightforward. Go to manage Jenkins. In the section of security, you can see something called as security. Click on the security. Okay. Here you can see something called as authorization. What you can see? So here you need to understand the basic difference between authentication and authorization. Authentication and authorization. Can anyone tell me what is the difference between authentication and authorization? Correct. So authentication means permission to sign in. Authentication means permission to sign in. Authorization means permission to work. This is the simplest definition what we can discuss. So if you go for Google, you can type difference between authentication and authorization, but that is going to give a long theoretical as well as long definitions. But don't never ever repeat this kind of mistakes. Okay, never ever go for Google. Just remember what I say. Authentication means permission to sign in. Authorization means permission to work. If you ask me the real life example, for example, all of us came to class, correct, right? Including me. All of you are authenticated. You have permission to come to the class, even me also. But who can take the class? Only me. That means I am authorized person to tell the class. But are you authorized? This is the simplest definition what you can tell for authentication and authorization. Is it clear? Fine. In our home also, for example, if you are married, both you and your wife can go inside the home. Both of you are authenticated. But who has the command inside the home? Almost all wife only, right? So she is the authorized person. Okay, just kidding. Okay, just remember the example number 1. Fine. So online, is the concept of authentication authorization clear for all of you? Can you please confirm in chat box once? Clear. Fine. Great. So here basically what exactly will happen, coming to the authorization section, authorization means what? Permission to work. Okay. By default, authorization is logged in user can do anything. It is a by default authentication strategy. It is telling that by default, if any user log into my server, he can do whatever you want. That is the reason why fresher can able to delete the job. Okay. So for that purpose, I am going to click on the role-based strategy. What I can click on? So if I click on role-based strategy, the moment if I click on save, I'm not saving it as of now. I'm going back to previous thing. Before selecting that option, how many options you are seeing here? 4. But if I go and click R back here, you can see the new option. Let me select the role-based strategy. Click on save. Now you can see the new option called roles. Are you seeing the new option here? 5 options came. What is the new option here? manage and assign roles. So this is the option we need to go for. Okay. So now again, I'm recapping everything. Step number 1, creating the user. Step number 2, downloading the plugin. Step number 3. So step by step I have given here. So practical part, you need not to worry about anything. You can see the notes and you can practice parallelly. Now here, going for managing and assigning roles. First of all, managing the role means giving the permissions. Managing the role means giving the permission. Assigning the role means giving the role to the user. So in the managing role, I am going to add the new role called fresher. What is the new role? Click on add. So for this fresher role, can I give admin access? If I give admin, so again, we are going to see moe things here. So we are not going to have moe. I'm going to click on the read access. Read access means you can see the console. What you can see? Console. Just I'm clicking on read only. So click on save. After managing the role, next we need to go for assign role. What is the meaning of assign role here? Giving the role to the user. So click on add user. Username is what? Suresh. For the user called Suresh, which role I need to give? Admin role or fresher role? Click on fresher role. That's it. Very simple. First of all, go to manage role, add the role called fresher and give the read access. After managing the role, you need to go for assign. So add the user here and give the fresher access. So is managing and assigning role clear for you now? Online, from your perception, is it clear for all of you? Can you please confirm me once? Yep. So this concept is going to be security level in Jenkins. Very important, okay? So in real time, Jenkins administrator will do this one. What is the difference between view role and real role? View can only able to see the role. Read means you can work on it. Okay. I'll tell you what is the difference between them. So now if we go and see, if I click on refresh, okay, currently I'm on which user? I'll go and click on refresh. Now Suresh user will lose the access. What happened here? He lost the, can he able to see any jobs? He can only able to see the Jenkins dashboard. Why? Because if I go to my admin console, in the admin console, in the manage roles, I have given the permission to read access. Overall read means he can see the console. But if we want to see the jobs, in the section of job, I need to go and click on read access. Where is the read access? Yeah. The moment if I click on save, now if I go to the console of where Suresh is logged in, if I click on refresh, he can see the job. Can you able to see the job now? That means based upon the permissions what I am giving here, okay, the user is getting the permissions. If I open this job, sir, how many options you are seeing? 2. Can you able to build the job? Can you able to configure the job? Can you able to delete? No, why? Because I restrict the user. Now tell me, as a fresher, I can give him build no access, but can I give him a configure and a deletion option? If I give him, he is gonna delete again, and I'm gonna work one more time. I don't have that much of patience, so I'm not gonna give him. So now, in future, if this fresher want to build any kind of job, I'll go here and I'll click on build option. The moment if I click on build option and if I click on save here, in the console of Suresh, after clicking refresh, I'll be getting the build access. Can you able to build now? That means if you logically observe here, whatever the permissions I am giving here, that kind of permissions he can able to work. Correct or not, sir? This is the way how exactly you are going to use the concept called RBAC. Which one? Sir, chalo, in future, I want to give him the configuration option also. Currently, as of now, he is not having configuration option. But if I click on configuration or configure, if I click on save here, see, previously is not having configuration option. But if I click on refresh, is he getting configuration option now? Can he configure the job? So like this, in future also, we are going to restrict the user access in the same way. Okay. So this is then high level overview about your Jenkins RBAC concept. Which concept? RBAC means role-based access, role-based access control. So is the concept of RBAC clear for you know how exactly it is working? Online, can you please confirm is the concept of RBAC clear for all of you or not? Clear, fine. You can ask me, sir, in future, if one more fresher will come, are we going to do the same process again? We don't do, sir. See, currently as of now, I have only one user, that is Suresh. He's fresher. In future, Ramesh will come. Who will come? Who is Ramesh? Brother of Suresh, okay? For example, he is also going to come to my organization and he is also a fresher. So in that case, how the things will work? As a Jenkins admin, I am not going to repeat the entire process. What I'll do, I'll create the user. So in that case, I don't configure anything now. Let me show you. Tell me the process to create the user, sir. Go for manage Jenkins. In the manage Jenkins, go for user. Now, which user I want to create? Ramesh. So just type here Ramesh. So it is a step number 1. Okay. So as per the notes, in step number 2, what you do, you download the plugin. Already we done previously. So no need to download. In step number 3, we need to configure the plugin. These also we performed. What is step number 4? Managing the roles. Sir, already roles you created. You created the roles. Now this Suresh user want the same permission. Sorry, this Ramesh user want the same permission of Suresh. Already for Ramesh user, he configured, already for Suresh user, he configured the role. So are we going to configure the same role for Ramesh? No required. So directly what I can do is, I can go to my Jenkins here and I can assign the role directly. So click on manage Jenkins. Click on manage and assign the roles. Already if you go and say for a fresher, the role has been created. So no need to create one more time. Assign roles. Now tell me which user I want to add. Ramesh. And for this user, which kind of permission I want to give? Fresher role. If I give fresher role, whatever the permissions I given for that here, same thing will be applied. Let me show you. So now this time I'm going to log off from Suresh user and I'm going to log in Ramesh user. Ramesh, username, password Ramesh. Now currently I'm on which user? Is Ramesh having the same permission as Suresh or not, sir? So this is the way how exactly the real-time things will work for you. Is the concept of fallback clear for you now? Clearly? Great. I'll tell you one more thing also, which is gonna be very, very high advanced level. Okay. For example, I'll create one more job called job2. So I'm going to create one more job called job2. So click on freestyle. You have the option to copy the settings of another job. For example, see, if I copy the settings of job1, automatically job2 will have the same configuration. Okay. You can see same configuration copied or not, sir. So this is the way how to copy the jobs. See, in real time, what happened, there are multiple teams working in real time. So developing team, testing team, DevOps team, like that. For example, see, I have job1, which is for DevOps team, and I have job2, which is for testing team. Which is for whom? Testing team. Or like you can say, job1 is for Ramesh and job2 is for Suresh. So whenever Ramesh or Suresh logged into the console, are they able to see both the jobs here? But for the user called Ramesh, I want to give the access for only job1. Okay, he cannot see job2. In that case, how the things will work? Let's go and explore. Okay. So if you want to give a specific job for specific user, so in that case, we need to go for the security. There is a concept called matrix based project. Which one? So if you go and see matrix based authorization project. So if you go and see, now what I'll be doing, for the job, I'm giving the create, I'm going to give the build, read, and configure option. Okay. It is for anonymous. That means anybody can do, but we are not going to give for anonymous. We are going to give for the authenticated users only. Which users? So for authenticated user, I'm going to give here permission of job read access, job configuration options, and job build access. So click on add user. So I'm going to add the user called Ramesh. Which user? The moment if you add the user, so Ramesh, I'm giving creating, configuring, as well as read. Okay. So the moment if you add your username here, what exactly will happen? No, so Ramesh can able to build the job, configure the job, read the job. Okay, click on this one. Just it is very straightforward. Sir, for the Ramesh user, I want to give permission for which job? Only job one or only job two. So go for job one. Now Ramesh user want to see only job one. In the section of configuration, you can see enable project based security. Enable project based security. Click on add user. What is the username? Ramesh. If you select this one, automatically only Ramesh can able to see the job. Let me show you. Click on add. Ramesh can, what we call this one? He can able to read the job. He can able to configure the job and he can able to build the job. That's it. Now you need not to do anything. Click on save and go for your previous console. Before refreshing, how many jobs you can able to see? 2. If I click on refresh, oh, wait. Basically, Ramesh is missing overall read permission. Let me go and quickly give it. So basically, while configuring any user, so the main thing we need to give is we need to give the overall read access here. That's what I missed here in the project-based matrix. In the security, in the project, if you go and say, are you seeing overall read access got missed here? So this is the smallest thing. So if I click on save now only that particular user can able to see that particular job itself. Can you able to see both or like only one? One. Why only one? Sorry. Can you able to see both or not, sir? Click on job 2. He is getting the permission. Why it is happening? Basically, I have given the job 1 permission for only Ramesh user. Just go and see. In the job 1, in the configuration section, see, I am configuring everything from the admin user only. Here, if you go and see, for Ramesh user, I am going to give this kind of access only for this job. But why he is able to see both of the jobs here? Sorry. So here what we can do now? If you select all of these are going to select, right? This is not the thing actually. Just think logically, you'll get the answer. But he's supposed to, yeah, that's what I'm asking, Ankit. So basically, I have given the Ramesh user to see only single job. But why is seeing the multiple jobs? That's what the question. No. We need to configure in single job only. So what is the thing that is missing here? I'll take some other tab also. Duplicate. In this tab, let's go for this manage Jenkins. In the security, see here what kind of strategy we have selected. Project based, right? Go for matrix. Which one? Matrix. In the matrix, give the username called Ramesh. Click on OK. So overall read access, build, read. Configuration is optional. If you want to give, you can give, or otherwise it's completely safe. Click on save. Okay. So now go back to here. Click on refresh this page once. Now what happened here? For the matrix based, are we getting the option here? No. By default, remember, see what of the major people are going to do, in the security section, they are going to select the matrix based. Which one? For matrix based, you cannot able to restrict the user for a single project. It's not possible. Lot of people will do mistake here. For that purpose, we need to select which one here? Project based. But after doing project based, are we going to get that things here? No, I'll tell you. So go for overall read access first of all, and go for job, create, no, create not, configure, build, as well as permissions I have given properly. Okay. Permissions I have given properly. And here on the job also, I am giving the proper permission only. See, if I select project based only, I can get the restriction option. See, if I click on refresh, now on the above section, you can see the new one. Are you seeing this one? When you can see, when you select the project based. So again, click on add user. So here user got Ramesh added. Okay. So if I select this one, why it is not happening, sir? In the inherit strategy, if you can go and see, inherit permission from parent ACL and inherit global defined permission, as well as do not inherit permission grant. So I'm selecting the second option now. Which option I'm selecting? Click on save. Now if you go and click on refresh, still can you able to see second job? Is he getting the permissions? Why? Basically, this is the not the concept of discussion. Okay. So even though if you skip it, is completely fine. But it will be helpful on your real-time activities. So just think like why he is still able to see the job number 2. Sorry. Okay. No, it doesn't require. Let me do one thing. Let me quickly log out and log in one more time. If you have any login, logout queries, click on sign in. Even after login, logout also, it's not applying, right? What is the reason? Just take your time. It's fine completely. We can discuss this entire concept today. I configured here. I have given this one, but still he is able to see the job number 2. Why? Now I'm selecting the third option. I'm just showing you like how to explore multiple things here. Okay. This is some R&D part for you. Still is able to or not, sir? Why? First of all, I'll ask you something to read this one. So just go and read this one. If I select first option, what will happen? See, inherit permission from parent. Yes, that means this item will inherit the parent item permission. That means in addition to any permission granted here, if this item is on top level in Jenkins, it will inherit the global security settings. Do we need to add anything additionally here? Just go and check. So all this we have seen previously. So do we need to add anything extra here? No, right? We selected the first option, we selected the second option, and we selected the third option, but nothing is changing from the console point of view. Still, what is the reason? Are we missing anything? In security, do you need to change anything? Just see this one also once. Let me show you. Just go and type Jenkins project based matrix authorization strategy. If you type this one, it is directly taking to the official documentation. From the official documentation, read something. Okay, use cases. What is the use case? It will allow configuring the lowest permission such as new build, configuring item or deleting. It's completely fine. If you scroll down like this, if you read the documentation, you can get the concept. But here, what I'll be showing now is I'll be going to some other matrix based strategy. Yep. So go for this one. So in the matrix based, what you can do, like let me go for some, wait, it's not the thing what I want. Yep. Go and open any of the documentation. If you go and see, first of all, if you select this one in the authorization, logged in user can do anything. It is a default one. But what we saved here, we saved to matrix security, right? That is something different. But here we are going to go for project based matrix authorization strategy. So I have given the user access. After giving the user access, okay, what I have done, I gone for the job. See, project based matrix authorization strategy on which level? Job level. So here if you go and see, inherit permission from the parent ACL. That means what is the first option we are seeing? It is a default option. Okay, this we have selected. Okay, but after selecting also, we are not able to remove the second job from the console. Like that is my question. Like why we are not able to do it? That's what the question. Or you, like even if you go and refer some any of the other blogs also, just go and check here. Here's the blog, man. The documentation, just go and see. So it is the direct official documentation. What you can see is, so go and check here. Authorization matrix is not. We want. Use the official documentation page. Here we have something matrix here. So you can see here. Guys, if you read this one, it is telling that each row in the table represent a user or group. Okay, this includes special entities named as anonymous and authenticated. Okay, for example, if a user called Kosuke is in the group of developers and administrator, this permission will be granted to both of them. But here my question is exactly like why after selecting all of this, still it is not executing? Have you done anything wrong configuration here? Here we have given perfect configuration, right? But still after that, like why it is not exactly happening? Sir, we have given the overall read access permission for the user. So it is showing job in Ramesh. No, 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 no. It's not like that. We configured job 2 for Ramesh. Maybe that's why. No, no. For job 1, we configured, right? Not for job 2. Let me open Canva. Let me show this one. It's in the project of Jenkins. Wait, the documentation. Sir, can we add user join authorization section? No. Like basically for one project only we can do it. Enable project based security. Here we have given perfect thing. Okay. So Ramesh user can able to see. Click on sir. Wait. Let me do one thing. What I'll be trying to do is I'll be trying to completely log off. Bring you Ramesh and Ramesh. Now before logged in, so I'm gonna save it one more time. So here I have saved and here also I'm saving it now. So if I go and click on sign in now, still he is in the job number 2. Let me do one thing. Let me do one thing. So what I'll be doing now is I'll be going here to the job 2 and click on configure now. Enable project based security. So this time I'm gonna give add user. So this time I'll give Suresh user. Which user? So Suresh can able to build the job. He can able to read the job. Let me try with Suresh user. Why? Because like there is something missing from the Ramesh user point of view. Let me log into Suresh. Sometimes what happen, due to the latest version of Jenkins, some features will not work as per the expectation. Why? Because plugin will be expired. If it will expire now, so definitely things will change into the console. So Suresh is missing overall read. Wait. Let me give the overall read access for Suresh in the project based security. Manage Jenkins. The security. Project based. So click on add user, Suresh. For Suresh, I need to give overall read access. Apart from that, I'm not giving anything here. Let me remove Ramesh from here. Click on save. Now click on refresh here. Can you able to see job number 2 now? What is the craziest thing is same configuration we done for job 1 with the Ramesh user. But is it worked there? No, I just now said before a couple of minutes only, some features will not work in Jenkins when we install latest version. Have you seen it lively? Same configuration we done for the both user, but for the user one, it's not worked. But for user, is it worked or not, sir? So it is not from the mistake of our end. It is the latest bug from the Jenkins. Whenever you download latest version of Jenkins, the common mistakes will happen. Sometimes due to bug, the expected output will not come into the frame. Now, can you able to see only Suresh can able to do job number 2 or not, sir? Yes. If I try to log in as Ramesh user now, let's go and verify Ramesh. And here also, Ramesh, click on sign in. Now for Ramesh, overall read access is missing. What I'll do, I'll go and add the Ramesh access now. So go here and click on security. And here you need to click on add the user call Ramesh. Which user? So just give overall read access. Of course, if you give some other thing also, it's completely fine. Okay. Click on save. And after that, if I come back to the job number 1, so now I want to provide this user for job number 1 access. So click on configure. So if you see previously already we provided the user access. So click on save. The moment if I click on save, and what I'll be doing now is I'll be going to click on refresh here. Now he need to see job number 1. Is he able to see job number 1 now? That's it. Okay. So just give overall read access. That is going to be fine for you. Can we remove? Where you want me to like here you want me to remove in admin. Wait. So it is my admin account. Now tell me where you want me to remove that user. Click on manage Jenkins. Yeah. Here. Security. Next. Of course we can remove. If you remove Suresh here, next time. No, it's not like that. See, previously what happened means currently I'm on which user? Ramesh user. See, for Ramesh, I'm giving read access and build access. Okay. For which user? Ramesh. Previously, he was seeing only job number 1. If I click on refresh, can you able to see job number 2? The reason it happened means after giving the read and write access. Okay. Previously, even though if you give that one, he can able to see only job 1. But for the latest version, you cannot give read and write in the overall console level. Okay. That's it. So in this way, in real time, we can restrict the specific user to see the specific job in the Jenkins console. What is the only thing that it happened here is giving here read access and write access. Okay. But for the previous version, even though if you give read and write there, it won't change. But for the latest one, it is changing. That is the only thing that happened here. Yeah, see, whenever the version will changes, new feature will happen. So this is one of the kind of feature. So this is the concept of Jenkins RBAC. Which one? RBAC. What is RBAC now again? RBAC stands for role-based access control. Okay, so that's it, sir. So is the concept of RBAC clear for all of you know how exactly we implemented? Online, can you confirm is the concept of RBAC gives you clarity how exactly it is going to work for you know? The only thing is by selecting read and write, this much of issue happen. Okay, but in the old version you don't have that one, but for the new version it is the new thing that you can see here. Fine. Sorry. Oh. So basically, whatever the work I shown you in real time, you don't do this work. Jenkins admin will do. Jenkins admin means almost all you need to have 5 years of experience. Then only you can handle these kind of things. But as a fresher, you will never get a chance to work on this. But good to have the knowledge. I am telling you now. So with this course, you need to get at least 3 to 4 years of experience. That is the reason I am going for in depth. We can cover this within 10 minutes also, but I have to call almost 1 hour for this. The reason to explore a lot of things from your perception. Sorry. Uh, yes, but even you can take one plugin, you can adopt and you can update also. That is also possible. So next concept I'm going to teach you is custom workspace. Which one? Custom workspace means, guys, basically whenever if you build the job, where is the output going to store? In the workspace. What is the default workspace for Jenkins? It is var lib Jenkins workspace. Correct or not, sir? Let me show you. Desktop and go for rest. For example, I'll be having the server here. So let me show you how exactly you can configure your custom workspace. Just go and see. Let me log into the server. So in real time, what happened? You know, by default, workspace will come with varlib Jenkins, but we will never store our output on default workspace. So if you want me to show, click on the console output. In the console output, you can see where is output going to store? Varlib Jenkins. But I don't want to do it. I want to store it on my own location in my server. So how this we can achieve means, see, go to cd var live Jenkins workspace. Name of the job will be job 1. So you can go and see. It is the place where you can store an output. But in future, I want to store my output on RAM folder. Which folder? So see, PWD stand for present working directory. I want to store my output on root RAM. So what I'll do, I'll copy this path and I'll be going to job number 1. In the job number 1, in the configuration section. Now I don't want this one, so I can remove this. You can see in the advanced section, use custom workspace, where it is located in the advanced section. Now in the directory, if you go and click on this one, if I click on build now, automatically the build will fail now. What will happen? Why the build will fail, you know? The reason is permission issue. Which one? Are you seeing access denied? See, whenever if you want to store the output in any particular directory in Jenkins, by default, Jenkins will not have permission for this folder. Jenkins will not have permission for this. So we need to provide the permission for Jenkins. So basically in Linux, we have a command called chown command. Which command? chown is to change the ownership. What it is? Let me show you. CD slash means you'll be going to Linux root directory path. If I give ll, who is the owner of the root folder here for root? Root is the owner and root is the group itself. Okay. And inside root, I have one more folder called Raham folder. Again, in the Raham folder also, is the Raham folder. For Raham folder also, who is the user here? Root and root. So by default, Jenkins will not allow you to store. Why? Because user is root. For that purpose, if I go for, let me remove the remaining files. Here I have a lot of files. I'm going to remove everything here for your better clarity. mkdir Raham. Okay. cd slash. So now what I'll do is chown. I'm giving Jenkins user and Jenkins group permission to root folder. Which folder? Previously for the root. Okay. Who is the user and group? Root only. But now who is the user and group? Jenkins. That means Jenkins is having the full control of this repository now. Repo means like folder only. But apart from that, in the root also, you have one other subfolder called Raham. Again, for the Raham, who is the user and group? So again, it will not accept. For that purpose, again, chown. I need to give Jenkins user and Jenkins group permission for the inside root Raham folder. Which folder? Now give ll root. Inside root, again, you are having Raham. Again, Raham is having which permission now? Jenkins. Now, if we go to root and Raham, okay. Now, currently, as of now, you are having nothing here, empty folder. But if I click on build now, automatically the output is going to store on the root Raham. See? Is it storing there? You can check the console logs here. In the console logs, you can see where is the current workspace now? Root Raham. In the root Raham, currently I'm on root Raham only. Are you able to see your custom output now? So this is what exactly will happen. Okay. So in real time also, what exactly will happen? We are not going to use the default workspace. We are going to use the custom workspace. Which one? Custom workspace. So this is the concept of custom workspace. And coming to the commands, don't worry about that commands. Those are two straight commands. chown is to give the permission for the folders and files. So these commands we're going to learn in the Linux classes. Is the concept of custom workspace clear for all of you know? Online, can you confirm is the custom workspace clear for all of you or not? Oh, fine. So the last concept of today's session is gonna be linked jobs. Which one? Linked jobs means one job will link with other job. What is the meaning of linked job? One job will link with other jobs. Go ahead and see. For example, see how many jobs you are having? Two jobs, man. Job one and job one and how many bills? Three bills. Job two, zero. See, for example, if I have the requirement, whenever if I build the job one, after building the job one, job two need to build automatically. That means job two building is depending upon job one, correct or not, sir? So if I click on job number one, if I go for configuration, in the configuration, what I'll do? I'll go and see here, there is a concept called build after other projects. I am telling that once if my job one got built, I want to build my job two. What I want to build my? Just save this one. Sir, now if you click on build now, after job one got built, automatically job two will comes into the build section. See, currently job one is building or not, sir? Oh man, like I'll also host. Wait. So if you go and see, job one is currently building now. After that, job two will comes into the build number one section. See, if I click on refresh, automatically job two will get the build now. Wait, guys, not configured properly. It's taking some time. Wait. Let me show you. Click on configure. So here you can go ahead and see, remove this comma. I am telling that build after other projects are built. Okay. So this means if you build job 2, then job 1 will build. Okay. Don't configure here. Come to the last section. In the post build action, you can see build other projects. Configure here. Now just to give here job number 2. That's it. If you click on build now, automatically what happen, after building of job number 1, job 2 will come to the queue now. So automatically it will build. So job number will now see job number 2 is on queue. Is it building or not, sir? Automatically? Let me click on refresh. Automatically it will build now. Is it queue now? Queue means it is ready to execute. Okay. Is it building or not, sir? No. So this is what we can call as linked job. So in real time, whenever if job 1 is linked with job 2, okay, whenever if job 1 is linked with job 2, in that case, what exactly will happen, we can link the jobs like this. So how to do it means my job 1 need to, my job 2 need to build after job 1 build is done. Click on job 1. In the configuration section, you have two options. See, first of all, here you can see build other projects. This is reverse actually. Don't select this one. The reason first of all I shown you this one is it will reverse your process. So don't go for this option. Come to the post build action. Okay. In the post build, what is the meaning of post build? Actions that happen after the build. Post means after. Click on this one and you can see something called as build other projects. See, this build other projects and this build other projects will look same, but working is reverse. So here after my job 1 is built, I want to build my job number 2. Now click on save. Here if you click on build now, currently what is my running job here? Job 1, right? After once job 1 is builded, within the next second your job 2 will start running. Just see now again. See, job 1 got built. Now see, job 2 is on queue. What is the meaning of queue? It is ready to build. Is job 2 running or not, sir? No. So if you go in refresh now, your job 2 is having second build now. So this is what we can call as linked job. Which one? What is the meaning of linked job? Means one job is linked with other job. So in linked jobs, we have two things, upstream and downstream. What is the meaning of upstream? For job 1, job 2 is downstream. For job 1, job 2 is downstream. Why? Because after building the job 1, then only your job 2 is building. So it is down or not, sir? Yes. Again for job 2, job 1 is upstream. Why? Because job 2 is building when job 1 is already built. So this is up. So don't confuse about upstream and downstream. Okay. For example, I have the job 1. If job 1 build is done, then now job 2 is building. So job 2 is downstream and job 1 is upstream. This is the simplest concept. So these are the concepts what we discussed today. We seen the RBAC concept and we seen the custom workspace and we seen the linked jobs. Which one? So that's about the concept today. The reason why I said this concept today is basically I want to give an assignment for you. Why? Because you are having next 2 days holidays. Na? If I give the assignment, so you will be having a lot of practical session. I already said for each tool, you are going to do one assignment and one project. If you do the assignment, project will be very easy for you. Now, before I go and explain the assignment, first of all, how's the class for you today? Have you got the complete clarity about security? Online, can you please confirm, is the session clear for all of you or not today? How's the class for all of you? Okay. So guys, I am telling you one thing. Don't think subject is difficult. Subject is not difficult. I am taking you to very, very in depth. I can teach you basics and I can make you feel subject is very, very easy, but it doesn't give you any kind of knowledge. Here, my intention is, even though if you feel difficult, it's okay for me. You need to learn depth. Is the point clear for you? So in our course, what are the subject I'm going to teach you, it is going to be very, very in depth. Of course, some concepts are a bit difficult to understand, but if you practice, those will be very easy. Fine. So now I'm going to give an assignment for all of you. So just see the assignment. The assignment is going to be very, very crazy. Okay. If you do the assignment, what are the concepts we discussed till now, everything will be done. Okay. So for the assignment here, I'm going to give you like this. Wait. So write the assignment, all of you. In the assignment, step number 1. First of all, create 3 servers. What you want to create? Create 3 servers. One is Jenkins master, and 2 of them are slaves. Okay. So in step number 2, create 3 jobs. How many jobs? So job number 1 is continuous integration. What it is? Continuous integration. I write it here. Okay. Job number 1 is continuous integration, but this is on freestyle. Which one? Job number 2 is gonna be create a file. Okay, create a file. This is also going to be freestyle. Coming to the job number 3, job number 3 is again continuous integration, but this is on pipeline. Where this need to be run? See it very, very clearly. First of all, create 3 jobs. Create 3 servers. One is master, 2 of them are slaves. And after that, create 3 jobs. Job number 1 will be continuous integration. Write it on freestyle. Job number 2 is just to create a file. This is also going to be freestyle. And job number 3 need to be again continuous integration, but this time you need to implement on pipeline. Okay. So here, what is the node point is? Node points. First node point. Like condition, I can say it as condition. Okay. Condition. Job 1 need to execute on master. Okay. Job 2 need to execute on slave 1. And job 2 need to execute on slave 2. Is the logic clear? But what is the main condition is, see, these are the 2 different conditions I'm going to put here. After executing of job 1, job 2 need to execute automatically. Okay. As well as after executing of job 2, job 3 need to execute automatically. That means you are not going to execute it manually. You are not allowed to click on build now. Everything need to be automatic. Okay. Job 1 execute after, job. If I execute job 1, job 2 need to execute automatically. And if I execute job 2, job 3 need to execute automatically. You are not allowed to click on build now. Okay. But second condition is going to be, I can write like this for your clarity. Let me remove this automatically stuff. So if I execute job 1 need to execute job 2 need to execute job 3. But what is the craziest part is, job 1 need to run automatically. That means you are not allowed to click on build now. These need to execute automatically. So this is the assignment what you're gonna do. Yeah, you can use whatever you want. Again, I'm explaining. First of all, you need to create 3 servers. One is master, second one is slave. So after that, create 3 jobs. In job 1, you need to write freestyle. Job 2, create a file. Job 3 again, pipeline. Okay. So for continuous integration, job 1 need to execute on master. Job 2 need to execute on slave 1, and job 3 need to execute on slave 2. What is the condition here? Job 1, job 2, job 3 need to run automatically. That means if I run job 1, job 1 need to trigger job 2, and job 2 need to trigger job 3. As well as job 1 need to run automatically. And one more condition is going to be need to print env variables for all jobs. For all jobs, you need to print the environment variables. So this is the assignment for you. If you do the single assignment, that is completely enough. Okay. So is it enough or can I make it a more difficult? Enough, huh? Or you want somewhat difficult? Huh? Online, you tell me. Is it enough or like can we make it more bit difficult? Enough, sir. Enough. More. Okay. Okay. Enough, sir. As of now. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay. Fine. So is it like it is your first assignment? So I'm giving some concession for you. Huh? Take it. Fine. So the assignment and class notes I'm gonna put on Google Classroom. Let me open it. So this is the assignment, guys. So you have 2 days to complete it. Just try to complete it. Okay. So if you do the assignment, now the benefit is like you can understand the project very, very easily. So I'm gonna stream here in the classwork. So I'm gonna click on stream. So for here, like put it on the classwork. Fine. Guys, I'm gonna stream today's class here. Okay. 11:05:2024 class notes. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna give assignment. Okay. The notes I'll be giving from here. Most. So Gopi Krishna, I want to speak. Yeah. Please go ahead, Gopi Krishna.
Yeah, hello, sir. Good morning. Um, in task two, right?
This is the
Can you
RBAC
please?
notes I'm giving for you. Gopi, are you speaking?
Oh,
If
okay.
yes,
Are
I'm
you
not
able to?
able to hear you. Wait. No, Gopi.
Okay. So, can you please show me the assignment once? Yeah. So, in assignment task two, right? In condition, where it is?
Yeah, tell me.
Can you please scroll up?
Wait. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna give the notes for you first of all properly.
Okay, fine.
Sorry. One second. 1 second. Yeah. Like tell me what exactly your doubt is now.
Okay. In condition, right? In condition number two, J1 need to run automatically. That is mean.
Yeah, like you need to think
Schedule
about it, how it can run automatically. I already said you a concept in the day three. Just go and refer in day three concepts, you'll get the clarity. If I tell you na concept na, so there is nothing interesting about it. You can directly go and do it.
Yeah, I got the clue, but yeah, I'm just making sure.
Yeah. So basically, I can explain how to do it. But if I explain, na, so you don't get any like interest about it. So why?
Yeah,
Because every
understood.
hint I'm revealing, na. So I want you to think and I want you to do all of you. That's what the main
Okay,
concern is here.
that's fine, sir. Thank you.
Yep. Fine. You can use whatever concept, Pallavi. It's completely up to you. Sure, Padma. I'm gonna share the presentation also. Don't worry about it. Okay, presentation is on some different laptops, so I'll just share you. So Sagar, for recording videos, you need to contact admins. Okay, why? Because I don't have any kind of access to give the recording videos. Please go and contact your admin. Okay, fine. So still any queries from you online guys? Please explain condition number 3. Condition number 3 is need to print environment variable for all the jobs. What is the command to print environment variables? Print env. Already we see on the day 2 of the Jenkins. Just go and refer that. You will get it. And please post it on your Telegram channel. If anyone finished the task, na, you can post it on the LinkedIn, sorry, Telegram channel. Sorry. Oh, okay. I cannot see the last notes. How last one? Man. Last notes I have given, right? I think Madhu, I have given. You need to verify it one more time properly. Okay. Okay. So, guys, that's it for today's session. So, your next session is going to be on Tuesday. Okay. So, you can go and you can cast your vote in Monday. So, there is no session. So, let's meet on the tomorrow's. Like tomorrow's means like you are going to meet on which day? Tuesday. Okay, then. So, thank you online and thank you offline for joining today's session. So, let's meet on Tuesday session. Have a great day. Bye all. Thank you. Happy weekend. So Madhu, the notes has been properly updated. Just refresh the Google Classroom. You can see it.